Hello everyone, Derek's Damn Toys, and we are back with another action figure video. Today we've got the Ultimate Edition Series 27, if I recall. We've got CM Punk in the house, the second Ultimate Edition I personally own, the second out of 3 in total. Of course, we've got the ringside exclusive, and then you've got the Mattel Creations, but obviously that's not what we're here for. We're here for this bad boy in the, what was it? I can't remember exactly what event he wore this gear at, but we've got this Bret Hart inspired gear. There's a lot of good to get into when it comes to this figure, including the newly sculpted torso. In my opinion, I think this torso looks a hell of a lot better for CM Punk, but enough talk. We've got plenty of hands, plenty of interchangeable head scans, and we've got some pretty nice cloth goods to go over here. So first things first, getting into the 4 different sets of interchangeable hands, we've got a set of mic holding hands already pre-plugged into the figure. We've got a set of fist hands, and the thing that's great about these 2 sets of hands is that they are sculpted with wrist tape detail, kind of just like the Solo Sikoa Ultimate Edition, and that's just beauty to see, music to my ears, you could say, and I'm happy to see it. Though sadly his other 2 sets of hands do not come sculpted on, which makes it kind of look a little weird to plug these hands in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie. But we've got the nice go to sleep slappy hands. All the finger tattoos and stuff look quite nice on each and every single one of these hands, I can't lie. And we also have the peace out hand, which I of course would fucking manage to drop, but both of the peace out hands look pretty nice, I can't lie. I'm digging both of them, and I will definitely be taking some action figure photography with both of those, with all of those hands, I'm sure. And speaking of the head scans, we do have the nice, I guess you could say laughing CM Punk head scan here. It's a great expression for a potential promo or anything of that nature. Maybe he's laughing at his opponents. I think it's a quite nice head scan. It would suck if that was the only head scan, but it is a quite nice head scan. Then here we've got this more pissed off look, which I think this may be my favorite Punk head scan out of all of them. And I only say it like that because I really do tend to like the more grimacing or more pissed off looks. Ooh, excuse me, that little cough there just kind of slipped out. No editing here, still gonna keep that in, but yeah, either way, all 3 of these head scans are looking quite nice. I will get into the one that's on the Punk here in a minute. That one's the more smirky expression. It's more casual, I guess you could say. But of course, we've got this nice, beautiful CM Punk hoodie. We've got Best in the World written on it. Got the CM Punk written down here in the fist here. Just a really beautiful hoodie. And this one also includes the drawstrings there, so you could tighten up the hoodie. In reality, it does not actually function, but that would be cool if it did. We've got the CM Punk in block letters written there on the upper left pectoral there. Really nice hoodie all around. Honestly, might be better than all of the AEW ones we have gotten over the years, but nonetheless, why don't we get into this CM Punk itself? And first and foremost, we've got the last head scan. As I mentioned, it is more of a smirking head scan, and this actually is a reuse of the first Ultimate CM Punk Elite. Ultimate CM Punk Elite. That's one way to fucking put it there, Derek. But this is a reuse of the first ever Punk Ultimate. And honestly, I think I dig the head scan way more in this look than I do when it's supposed to be a younger him, but what do I know. The torso here, like I said, I'm liking it. I think there's actually quite a bit of posability here for this Ultimate Edition torso compared to how it usually is. And that's quite an upgrade that I feel like is always a necessary thing, because no ab crunch is kind of bad. Let's be honest, it's kind of ass if there's no ass crunch, ab crunch. But the butterfly shoulders are pretty damn smooth here. I'm loving all the tattoo decals on the arms. Like I mentioned, he's got sculpted wrist tape here on the arm and on the hand, so of course beauty there to see that. And well, if you really wanted to, I want to say you could swap these arms out onto the previous Punk and you could get something going there. We've got, as I mentioned, the nice Bret Hart inspired gear, which I don't know, maybe it's just me, but was he, did he not have stars on the back of his trunks? I don't know, I'm gonna have to look into that and actually, take a gander, because I could have swore he had the 4 stars like he does on the front, on the back, but like I said, what do I know? He may not have on this occasion. Though all the decals are looking really top notch here. Of course, we've got all the good, beautiful articulation as well. Only thing I think I would complain about when it comes to this Punk realistically is the fact that the lower legs, honestly, you could have blackened out that calf there and it would look really, really good, but I can't complain too much there. And speaking of that, honestly, why don't we get some of my other CM Punks out for some comparisons? We're not going to get them all out, but roughly going to have 90% of my CM Punks out right here for you. So let's do that up, shall we? Alrighty, you guys. Now that we've got the CM Punk all together with the rest of my CM Punk collection, we can kind of just take a look and see how nice this Punk is alongside the other Ultimate Edition, the Elite Series 115, the Build-A-Figure WrestleMania 1 in the, gray and purple and black, the Macho Man 113, my custom War Games one, my few AEW ones. We've got quite a bit of CM Punk Elites going. I had a few other ones back in the day. Sadly, some of them either broke or got lost or I traded, and dumb mistakes were made. Let's just say it like that. But of course, I do plan on trying to regain the Punk collection and get the Punks back up to a prestigious spot here in the collection. Of course, I do have a bunch of people like Rollins, and I'm starting to get a decent amount of Cody Rhodes back in the collection, but Punk is someone who I want all the figures of, just like RVD. I want every single figure for the most part that's ever come out of Punk. Yeah, there's a few of them I may skip out on, or that I may not care about too much, like the Mattel Creations Ultimate one. I probably won't get that Punk, I'll be completely honest with you. Wasn't my era of Punk. Even though I do like a lot of his older work, and I may end up grabbing the Defining Moments that kind of have this short slope, but not all bloody to hell and shit. So that'll be a nice touch if I can manage to pick that up. Maybe I'll grab a few of them and I can make a more modernish Punk in shorts. Either way, at the end of the day, I think we're gonna just kind of call this the final pose. And we're going to scale this figure on a scale of 1 to 10. And honestly, when it comes down to it at the end of the day, this figure poses like a champ. You may have your issues when it comes to small things, I guess, maybe the size of the shoulders compared to the butterfly joints, or whatever the case may be there. I don't know. I'm not really you. But I think it looks pretty decent. It looks pretty alright. Maybe the shoulders could be a tad bit smaller, but I think the butterfly joints are doing just fine where they're at. And yeah, I guess on that note, we're going to give them a good solid, honestly, I'm going to give them a good solid 9 out of 10. I want to normally give I don't know if I would have normally had given him this ranking, but honestly, having this figure in hand finally, I'm definitely gonna have to, just because I'm enjoying it. The head scans are fucking perfect. Honestly, just about everything is perfect in my opinion when it comes to this Punk. Maybe, like I said, you could have made the shoulders a little bit smaller or whatever, but I can't say I mind. And that's why I am giving him a good solid 9 out of 10 here. But of course, we're not done, as we have the good old Dave Meltzer star scale, the good old 1 to Young Buck match. And when it comes down to that, at the end of the day, what would I scale him on a scale of 1 to 5 stars? Well, I gave him a good solid 9 out of 10, so I feel like it's only justified to give him a good solid 4 out of 5 stars. We don't need to give him a 4.5 or anything of that nature. He is a pretty nice figure, but unless you really love the gear, you're missing out on an Ultimate Punk, or maybe just missing out on a CM Punk in general. I can't say this is going to be a figure you need to go out of your way for, though it is a pretty damn near perfect gear, perfect figure. Just everything damn well is pretty well perfect. The only reason why I want to give him a good solid 10 out of 10 is probably because his extra hands do not have the sculpted tape, like the rips tape on the hands, and that's kind of a bothersome in my opinion. But that's whatever. And as far as I'm aware of, I want to say my one concern as far as it went to the stars on the back of the gear, I want to say that's actually accurate, oddly enough. So I don't know, I'm trying to look into it and maybe see if I can find a shot of him taking a claymore or whatever to show that the gear is meant to look like that, but literally I'm not finding it. But that's whatever. I'm sure I'll be able to find it after I do the review, and I'm not just sitting here rambling for 30 minutes while I try to find it. And I guess on that note, if you guys did like the video, feel free to like the video. If you guys did not like the video, well, womp womp, I guess. If you did like the video, maybe feel free to go check out some of my other action figure content. As of recording this, I am technically missing a duo review that I have yet to post. Sadly, had to fix the figures up, but I do have plenty of other action figure reviews, along with plenty of pick-fed content, along with unboxings and just all that different kind of stuff. So what are you waiting for? I highly recommend maybe going and checking out a different video that I have in my unrealistically large catalog of videos, because I upload videos a shit ton often. Maybe not as often as I'd like to, but I do try to upload as often as I can here. And well, I think that's why I'm currently sitting at 432 subscribers. Of course, I wouldn't be there without you guys. So thank you all for subscribing, to whom have subscribed. But for those of you who haven't, feel free to subscribe. After all, what the fuck are you doing? It's free. If you enjoyed everything you've seen today, maybe something else you've seen somewhere else, and you keep returning, just hit that button. What are you waiting for? Hit that shit with a GTS, with a Bicycle knee. Hit it with something. I don't really care. Hit it with your mom's hair dryer for all I really care, bud. But either way, at the end of the day, if you guys could, feel free to do that, so then that way we can finally reach that goal of 500 subscribers. Honestly, probably the first big goal I've had when I started this channel was to reach 1,000 subs, and well, we're almost there. So if you guys could, that would be a great help. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. So have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I don't know, because I'm not in your time zone, but if I were, would I be happy? I don't know. Hopefully, it's just not hot as balls. Either way, I digress. Deuces, ooses, yay.